Hello everybody and welcome back to Season 35 of the Pokemon Cup series. Today we're here at Gravis City Zone 11 for the running of the Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu EV500. This is the last race of the first round of the Season 35 playoffs. We have 18 drivers in the playoff field. After this race we'll be eliminating 6 of them and we'll be down to 12 drivers competing for the championship. So let's look at the starting lineup right now. Anyway, on the pole is the number 2 of Billy Bishop. On his outside is the 10 of Brianna Russell. Row 2 will have Christian Vargas and James Richardson. Row 3 with Ryan Butcher and Roger Ray. Row 4, Zach Fitzwater and John Andrews. And row 5 will be Alexander Rowe and Josh Drake. Row 6 with Austin Stitzel and Zachary DeLello. Then Anthony Lopez and Chandler Caudell, followed by Cullen Francis and Cassandra Kirker, and Donovan Duthet and Sharon Evans are the last playoff drivers here in this field. We saw last weekend a pretty interesting race at Richmond, which was won by Roger Ray, who locked himself into the next round with the win at Richmond, his third of the season. So now let's see which other driver is going to join him, along with 10 others in the playoffs. So anyway, let's just go trackside of the command.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
I should be there at the end. It's a long race. We just got to stay in contention, no mistakes. That's the big key. No mistakes today. We get up there, we get in the top 10, we ride. That's what we got to do today.
So the stages are going to be split into 10 laps. First stage is lap 10, ends after lap 10, and the second ends after lap 20. And of course the last 10 laps will be making up the last stage. So here we go, 30 laps. Excuse me for that. Anyway, 30 laps to determine which 12 drivers will move on to round 2. Here we go. Moving on to the next round is on the line for everyone, all the playoff drivers here today. And we're going to go green here in this 30-lap showdown at Gravis City, Zone 11. Ooh, little slide job, and Richardson goes around. The 6 just went around trying to cut it to the middle. Whoa, what a start to this race. As Vargas is in front, leading us to the yellow flag, trying to hold off Bishop, and he will. What a crazy start as you see James Richardson. He trying to thread the needle to get to the lead, and he got turned. Yeah, obviously playoff spots were on the line, so he had to go for it pretty much. And unfortunately, it did not pay off as he gets turned around and didn't hit any other cars, surprisingly. And there might have been a mix-up back here. Yep, Joseph Romanuk, Carter Friesen, and Philip Goldberg, Matthew Mdev. Oh no, Salmon got hit by Friesen. Sachi also hit. A lot of cars hit on the first lap, all trying to get every spot possible. And Christian Vargas is out in front. Man, oh man, they've been bumping and banging here to start off, wasting no time to do that, so wow. Vargas on pit road, a handful of cars decide to pit. Of course, the drivers with damage also pitting. And what's going on here? Seems like we had a little bit of a mix-up. Yeah, I'm not too sure about what's going on here. I think they're all trying to pit. Oh wow. Oh wow, they're still crashing each other. They're still trying to crash each other even after crossing the start-finish line, even after taking the caution. They're going to get lapped. Unless they have quick pit stops. Some of them are going to avoid being lapped, possibly. I don't think everyone's going to be able to make it out without being lapped. Here come the other cars. trying to avoid being lapped, I think. I don't know if they're going to be they're going to avoid being lapped. Looks like Sachi's going to avoid being lapped. I don't think Goldberg is, though. Certainly not the other cars behind them who were involved in wrecks. Oh, wait a minute. Looks like they're going to allow the other drivers to get their laps back. Okay. If they could get out there in time, I think they might. I don't think Goldberg is. No, Goldberg's not going to be able to. Order to stop in order for the track to clear, and these guys just missed. Yeah, those guys, these guys right here just missed the window of not being lapped. So they're gonna go a lap down. Not sure if they're pitting. Well, most of them have damage, so they had to try to salvage whatever they could. So now one car's out of the race. Carter Friesen is done. And we're gonna go back to the restart here. Green flag is back out. Sharona Evans, a hard hit on her playoff chances as she goes down a lap in 38th. And 39th, Richardson, we saw him spin earlier. So he too has taken a big hit in his chances to advance. We don't know who's going to advance until after the race. The thing is, so these guys, some of them might actually be looking in to the final spots. We don't know that until after this race. All right, Butcher into the wall with Josh Drake, and now Drake gets hit, and Kirker goes around. Yep, has hit as well. And Kirker was involved in the wrong place at the wrong time. These guys were just still fighting to advance here into the round of 12. And Vargas, no surprise, he's going to lead us to caution, and DeLello is going to lead in 4th. So, not surprising that Vargas is going to be in front. And they're going to pit. The 11 car is just trying to get his lap back. I believe so, and he's just going to stay out. All the cars are using this opportunity to get their laps back. Giovanni Castillo, though, is, I believe, on the lead lap, so yeah. I believe Sharona Evans as well, and James Richardson all trying to get back on the lead lap for a while, for now. And the 95, Dylan Kroom, stays. Who's going to lead? We'll just wait on official word on who leads the race. Looks like everybody's getting their laps back. Maybe, I'm not too sure. We do know Christian Vargas is out first off pit road. Are they going to pass? They're going to let those cars by? Well, apparently not. So, this is going to be insane. Oh, wait a minute. Some of them decide to pit. Looks like the 31 isn't able to hold it, and he'll have to pit. So these guys are going to be the lappers. Roger Ray stays out, though, and he might be your leader. He doesn't even need to, win this race. He already won last weekend at Richmond to lock himself in the round of 12. So, he's just trying to win again. Interesting strategy, maybe? We'll see. Yep, they're saying Roger Ray is your race leader. Gonna start in front of lap traffic. How will this affect the drive? Here we go, green flag. Let's see how this will have an effect. Roger Ray's a little loose. But he's got lap traffic ahead of him, so he doesn't really have to worry. Might have to let the 21 by. I think there's a caution. There is a caution. There is a caution out. At least those three are going to get their laps back in front of him. At least those three are going to be back in contention. But the 88, I think, of Ezekiel Hines might have brought out this third caution of the race. Oh, and with all this excitement, I didn't mention who won stage 1. I'll look back at the replay and see who did. Oh, wow. Right from the start. Nick Salmon was 4th and unfortunately got caught up into some trouble. Took out a couple playoff drivers. Wow. This race is just not easy for the playoff drivers here. And Roger Ray is going to be retained as the leader. All right. And oh, Lopez is done. Lopez is out. Wow. Excuse me. Lopez is done. Francis is done. Richardson's a lap down. Butcher's a lap down. Evans is a lap down. Big names a lap down. How will this affect the playoff field? And Zach Fitzwater is out of the race with a tire. Wow. Another playoff driver falls. How about that? Bizarre race here at Gravis City as playoff drivers have been dropping left and right. One playoff driver still the leader, though, is Roger Ray, as he looks to win back-to-back to end round 1. He would be only the 2nd driver to win 4 races this season and would join Anthony Lopez with that distinction. But here we go back to green. How long will the tires hold up? Sharon Evans not a playoff driver, but if she passes Ray, she'll get her lap back, and if there's a caution after she passes him. Dylan Kroom runs 2nd, and here's Vargas in 3rd place. I'm sure the 00 would want to really pass that 95. He's going to try. Going to try to pass him here with 10 laps to go. 11 more laps to go, I should say. 11 more laps to go. Oh, wow. Look at how close these guys are running. My goodness, they're running real tight against each other. And Roger Ray has now got the clean air, so he's doing pretty well. Just 10 more laps, if they could go that long. Which, from the looks of it, probably not. Still very tight and 3 wide in the middle, as they're still trying to battle for every point. Dylan Kroom still trying to pass the 21 of Grace Acevedo. And he will get by him, but he has to get by Sharon Evans, or Evans has to get by Ray. 9 to go for the 32 car. Castillo Vargas battled out. It's been a topsy-turvy race here at Gravis City. Still a handful of laps remain. Still a battle, folks. As Roger Ray is still trying to hang on over the 95 Dylan Kroom, and now Kroom has some trouble as he might get passed by Acevedo, a lap car. And that might hurt his chances of getting closer to the 32 team. These two stayed out, by the way, during the last caution, and I'm not sure if they ever pitted in this race. So I'm not sure how long the fuel and tires will run. They're hoping for another caution possibly so that they can barely make it. Maybe a one-lap showdown they could make it through that. But if there's overtime they hang on, they could just try to stretch it out too. 7 laps left. And battle for 3rd place with Giovanni Castillo. And Castillo is going to try to get by Vargas. We all know Vargas is real tough on these courses. Oh wow, 70 might try to get past 32. That could leave the door open for Dylan Kroom. And that 78 for now has her lap back with 6 laps to go. Might be on the... Well, everyone's going to be on the lead lap anyway in overtime, but if Evans hangs on in front, this might open the door for Dylan Kroom to make a move. Roger Ray might have to pass the 78 once again in order to avoid getting caught up by Kroom. Just 5 more laps around Gravis City, at least. And Ray is going to get by the 78, and he's going to get the clean air back. So that's good news for that team. Oh wow, look at the run by Kroom! He's gained ground, and now he's sandwiched between lap cars. As Acevedo is not even racing for the win, but he's just trying to race. He's just still trying to stay alive. Caution's out with 4 to go. How about this? It's going to come down to overtime. I totally knew this race was going to come down to overtime. Oh boy. Wonder what's going to happen. It's going to be a lot of fun. Overtime's sure going to be a real fun one. John Andrews. Oh boy. Philip Goldberg and John Andrews contact. They spin Andrews and Goldberg in the wall. That's what brought the yellow out. Oh boy. We might have overtime, folks. It's going to come down to the wire. Let's confirm we have overtime, and it looks like we will have overtime here at Gravis City. So, here we go. Overtime's coming up. It's going to come down the final 2 laps to determine who's going to advance to round 2, so stay tuned. Alrighty guys, back here with the 2-lap overtime finish at Gravis City Zone 11. Who's going to make it to round 2? Well, we're about to find out. Let's see if Roger Ray, though, can make it 2 in a row here at Gravis City Zone 11. Or will we see another playoff driver lock himself into the round of 2 with a win? Or anything can happen, pretty much. Who knows what this restart will bring. Down to 2 laps. All eyes on the prize. And here we go. We're about to go back to green on this double file restart. Doesn't get any better than this. Here we go. 2 laps to determine who wins here today at Gravis City Zone 11. Here we go, we're green. Behind them they're 4 wide, but Roger Ray gets a good jump, and Pichu crashes out, and a handful of cars were involved, but the leaders stay running, and Dylan Kroom just took the lead on the high line. To the white flag we go. Dylan Kroom came out of nowhere. He was on that outside lane, and yet he was able to pass Roger Ray for the lead. Can he hang on to the lead, though? White flag is in the air. This has been a season filled with first-time winners. We saw Nick Salmon get his first career win in Indianapolis during the playoffs, but we'll see if Dylan Kroom can do the same here. And he's likely going to do it. Here he comes off the final turn. Dylan Kroom, out of nowhere, the rookie's going to get his first career win in the big stage at Gravis City Zone 11. Wow, who would have thought that it would be Dylan Kroom winning this race? How? How did he do that? How did he get that high line to work? That's insane. He did it. I mean, I don't know how he did it, but he got the high line to work to his favor. After the crash, it looked like Roger Ray cleared him. Right here, Kroom got the better run off the exit and was able to bypass Ray for the race win. How about Dylan Kroom? Wow, our second first-time winner in 3 races. Incredible. That is amazing. This rookie class has been one of the most exciting ones in recent memory. With just about, I think almost every rookie has 1 win in the series in some form. Wow, Dylan Kroom, he joins among the winners here in the Pokemon Cup series. Incredible. What a season for the rookies. I mean, wow, a lot of first-time winners. We had Ryan Butcher, Sharon Evans, Austin Stitzel, Brianna Russell, Josh Drake, Nick Salmon, and now Dylan Kroom becomes a first-time winner here at Gravis City. That is amazing. Wow. I mean, that's just wow. I'm shocked. And Ezekiel Hines actually won the last stage of the showdown. Reagan Whitlock also won a showdown stage, stage one of the showdown. So the rookie class has been just phenomenal throughout the season. Josh Drake got a win, I believe. Yeah, Josh Drake won. I believe Reagan Whitlock won a stage. Of course, Sharona Evans got her first win. Zachary DeLello. Almost forgot about him. He actually won 2 races this season. The best of the rookies. He actually won 2 races this season. So this rookie class, probably the best rookie class of any Pokemon Cup Series seasons we've ever done. I mean, I think every rookie has a win in their careers. Now in their rookie season. That's just amazing. Oh wow, Ben Goldman didn't win, so Ben Goldman's the only one left. I believe Ben Goldman is the only one without a win left in the roster, if I'm not mistaken. And Derek Hamill. Oh, Derek Hamill. Let's not forget him. So still a lot of rookies left, or non-winners in this field, but we have another first-time winner here in Gravis City, and that was Dylan Kroom. So now let's reveal who's going to make it to the next round of the Pokemon Cup Series playoffs. We'll see which 12 will be moving on and continuing their fight for the championship. Alrighty guys, here are the final points after round 1 and the drivers that advanced the round of 12 and the ones that are eliminated. I added up all the stage points that playoff drivers earned and also the bonus points that they got for winning a race, and of course the points they've earned from all 3 races combined. Added them all together, their playoff total, and this is what we got. We know Roger Ray's in the next round because he won at Richmond, and he actually had the most points of all the drivers in the playoffs in round 1, so he's on top of the leaderboards. Sharona Evans follows him as well, and those stage wins at Richmond really helped her out to keep herself alive in the playoff race. Zachary DeLello, 3rd highest driver in the playoff field, and he did pretty well. And so did Cassandra Kirker, Josh Drake, Zach Fitzwater, Donovan Duthit, and Anthony Lopez. They all made it to the round of 12. And the last 4 drivers to get in are Cullen Francis, John Andrews, James Richardson, and Billy Bishop. Those are all the last ones that got into the round of 12. And the ones below Bishop have been eliminated. Ryan Butcher, Christian Vargas, Brianna Russell, Chandler Caudell, Austin Stitzel, and Alexander Rowe. Difference between the final transfer spot was 3 points, and Bishop took the last spot into the next round. So that's your playoff standings right now after round 1. And coming up next will be at Texas for round 2, and then followed by ISM Raceway, and of course it wraps up at Sawmill in round 2. And then the drivers will go down from 12 to 8. So from here on out, 4 drivers going home after every 3 races in the playoffs, like it should be. So hope you guys will be sticking around for the rest of the season, as the playoffs are about to get even better. So hope you guys enjoyed our races, and we'll see you guys next time.